Hey man, it's your boy Joe Mofet, and this is the time I bit the cheese.
We do it for us.
Yo, welcome back to another episode of the We Do It For Us podcast. It's your boy D Infinite, and we back again with another story, and I got a guest co-host with me today. What's your name, bro?
I ain't gonna lie, I be feeling like you be stealing my name, bro.
Stealing your name? I didn't know you before I even thought. I thought of that name years ago before I started
That's
this
cap,
shit.
bro.
That's not cap. You can ask all my, well, not Joe. Well, you can see when I changed my name, but that's neither here nor there. Joe has a crazy story for us today, you guys. So let's get into it.
Hey man. This story started off when I was just a wee little young child. It was
Before the ball head.
Before the ball head. I had a full head of hair. Know what I'm saying?
How long ago was that?
Ah, shit. That was like
4-7.
that shit was like cool. Like I ain't gonna lie, it's cool. Like 10 years ago.
MLK was still marching.
Oh man.
This nigga got his baby pictures in black and white.
How old do y'all think I am?
Damn.
Oh my god. Oh, hey man, but this was like I was just going into the 6th grade. This is when remember when y'all boys used to play on the block? Like everybody used to be on the block for no reason.
I wasn't a ghetto child. I never played on the block.
So you never played like street ball and street basketball?
That's not playing on the block. That's playing on the school playground.
No, that like on the streets. Like we was on the streets.
Oh no, not me. I was a good child. I'm a civilian.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. We all from Murder Mar, so we all was on the block, bro.
Jesus Christ.
We all was on the block.
This nigga said Murder Mar, bro.
Yo.
Nigga, that's the suburbs.
It wasn't the suburban that day. So it was a cool day after school. We was all playing basketball. It was me, my neighbors, them down the street, and everybody like that. Damn, nigga, shut up. Coughing and shit.
My bad, dog.
Jump cut.
So we was all playing on the streets. We were all playing basketball and shit. And there was it was how the house was set up was like I lived up the street. Everyone lived closer down the street. So it was like my dog Robert's house, my dog Dan's house, and some other like some hoes houses. I ain't gonna lie, there was some hoes on my block. So it was some hoes houses. So we all used to play on the street.
There was a whole house on your block?
No. There was some hoes on my house. And, we in 6th grade, so we was like
Nigga had a bra.
That would have been crazy in 6th grade, bro.
I would have been crazy.
6th grade whorehouse.
But there was one nigga, he was older than us. I think he was like, since we was in 6th grade, the nigga was like 12th, 11th grade.
That nigga felt mad times.
Wait, why was this nigga hanging out with 6th graders?
He wasn't hanging out with 6th graders, bruh.
He was in the 6th grade.
He
That's what you said, right?
Nah, that nigga was old as fuck, bro. Like, they was just out the crib. I think they was smoking or some shit. So we was playing, and that nigga was like, them niggas was just smoking, chilling in the whips or whatever. So I had me the iPod 2nd generation. You know the joint with the metal back and the button? Y'all remember the bitch? You know, with the fat charger?
I never had that.
I was poor.
I didn't have no phone, but I had that. I was playing mad games on that bitch. I was playing Jetpack, Joyride, all them shits, right? And it was like that same day we was all vibing, and nigga was like, I dropped it by accident, and it had a crack in it. And I picked it up, and I was like, oh, shit, I got a crack in it. My dad gonna beat my ass. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Fuck. Nigga was like, oh, let me take a look at it. I can see, and maybe I know somebody who could fix it for you.
Your first mistake.
Nigga walked over. Nigga grabbed. I said, oh, okay. I was in the process of like letting him see it. This nigga grabbed my iPod, threw me on the ground,
Oh, hell.
and hopped on his bike and took off.
Oh, shit.
I ain't gonna lie, Britt. Me and my fastest niggas on the block was running after this nigga. So we all like we was in that bitch, right? And,
Trying to catch his ass.
we were trying to catch that, but this nigga was on a bike. So
He's one of them niggas that stood up on his bike.
yeah, he was standing up on the
Yep.
bike. So that nigga,
Ghetto niggas.
yeah. So I was like, "My fuck, he stole my iPod. He stole my iPod. He stole my iPod." Like, oh shit, my dad gonna beat my ass for real now because nigga stole my iPod. So we are like, I'm over there crying. I was like, oh my god, like what the fuck? And then the first thing I thought to myself was, all right, one of my dogs, he was white. So the first thing
You
I
always need one white friend.
one white friend. First thing I thought to myself was, I'm gonna have Rob call the police
You trying to get that nigga killed?
No, because if I caught, like, in my mind, bro, I ain't
You
gonna lie.
tried to
It's
get
like
that
the episode of
man
Everybody
killed.
Hates Chris when the mom all called the police versus the white woman.
Yeah.
How fast the police go.
I was thinking like that, like, oh, if Rob called the police, then the police gonna be in this bitch like,
Stat.
like. But if I call the police ain't gonna get here no time at all.
Hell no.
So Rob called the police, and he's like, and I'm telling Rob what to say. I'm saying, hey man, he looked like this. He was a black guy. He was about 5'10". He was riding a bike. He was wearing an all black T-shirt. His bike was a black spray painted bike, so it was one of them niggas. He stole it.
Suspicious looking.
Suspicious looking. He was heading. I'm in 6th grade. I'm saying all this shit. he was heading southbound on this street.
Southbound. Nigga don't know where southbound is.
Police come up fast for you. They's like, are you guys the ones that they stole police? Yeah, we sent out what is it called? APBB? Yeah. And then we different police officers are stopping people that fit that description.
Damn.
Hop in the back.
That was probably
I'm
stopping
not gonna
mad niggas that day. You probably got mad niggas in jail. I don't like where this is going already.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. If you would have called the police, bro, they would have came hours later. It only would have been one cop car, bro. They had a whole search party.
They had a whole search party in that bitch, bruh. Cause I was like, man, they stole my iPod. I was scared. I told Rob to say all this stuff, and then he was like, "Who's in it?" You know, as soon as it was a black police officer that pulled up. So I was like, "Oh yeah." Now it's time for me to say it was my iPod. So I'm like, he's like, "All right, hop in the back. We have a couple people that we stopped. Let's see if any of these guys fit the description."
You know what would have been crazy, bro?
What?
As soon as you said it was yours, all the police left.
It's like, oh shit, it's not yours, kid? Oh, all right, forget it.
Nah, bro, them boys was pushing weight, and I hopped in the back of the police car. I'm looking out the back, and he was like, "Is that him?" "No, that's not him, officer." "All right, skirt." They just stopped, stopping mad niggas on bikes at this point.
Yo, they doing a whole lineup throughout the neighborhood. Is it him? Is it him?
I'll tell you, I ain't gonna lie. We ran up on 5 niggas with bikes that fit that description. I ain't gonna lie.
He's about to get the whole neighborhood RICO.
I've been stopped by the police too, but at the same time, some of y'all niggas look too suspicious. Some of these niggas be looking real suspicious.
Dangerous to the community.
I swear. So I'm like, yo, nah, man, none of these guys. And they're like, all right, man, we're going to keep doing our heavy work. We'll figure out what it is. They had a guy come.
Keep driving around the neighborhood.
No. They dropped me back home. My dad was there. He's like, what happened? I told him, like, someone stole my iPod. I called the police. You know, he's like, oh, man, I'm glad you're safe. What happened? I told him everything. Nigga said, all right. He didn't beat my ass because he saw I was crying already. So thank God. But this is crazy because, like, next day the police come over to the house and he's like, you know, I don't know why they didn't want us to go to the police station, but they just brought the nigga that drew pictures and was like, we have some sketch drawings of the guy. We just kind of go through them and see which one look kind of like him. On a fucking iPad.
All them drawings gonna look like Michael Jordan. Swear to God.
It was one. I said, that's him. He's like, then he put up a picture of the same guy. And he's like, is this the guy who stole it? I said, yeah. Well, this guy has been on a string of robberies. Yes. He's been stealing from Publix, and he's also been stealing from other places. I'm glad that you caught him.
Crime Stoppers. 1-800 Crime Stoppers.
I was in that bitch like, man, yes. They found him. Nigga went to Miramar High.
Oh, shout out my alma mater.
That's a crazy alma mater. Shout out.
That's a crazy place. All right. So they're like, yeah, man, they got my iPod back. Nigga had he was trying to jailbreak it, but that shit was locked for like a year. So I was like, fuck, bro. Now that shit locked for real.
Now you can't go. Now you gotta go to that fucking Apple store.
Bro, this was before Apple stores was really hitting like this. So this is when niggas had
You had to send it in type shit.
like this is when niggas used to have to hit the you know them joints. You know when you had to plug it into a Mac or a PC.
Oh, yeah.
iTunes.
The iTunes joints. You had to connect that bitch to the iTunes. And I was like, damn, bro. I'm typing that bitch in. I'm like, all right, bet. And then I think it was like 3 months later, they sent a letter to my house. That was like, hey, he has a court date coming up, and they want they want me to be there.
They want you to testify. That was him. He did it.
I ain't gonna lie, they did want me to testify. And
Hey, you had a rainbow wig on?
Nah, I didn't have my wig on. Gang. You know what I'm saying? But I left school early, and at this time I was at a school where you had to wear button-up shirts and khakis. Mm-hmm. So I left school wearing my button-up shirt and khakis.
You had the logo on your chest?
I had the logo on my chest.
You should have took that joint off. Now you know, hey,
Nigga was dressed to tell.
I was dressed to tell. It was a light blue shirt and some tan khakis with some white shoes. I was look like I was a public defender. So I was like, all right, let me just walk in this bitch. There was like, they called my dad, Mr. Reed, is that your son, and everything like that. I said, I bet. Looked at him and said, yes, that is the man who stole my iPod. Yes, he did push me down and steal my iPod. He asked me a couple questions. He's like, then they were like, hey, do you want him to do you forgive him from stealing it? I looked at my dad. My dad said, I looked at them. I said, hell no.
Hell no. Lock him up.
Lock that nigga up.
Throw him under the jail.
If he do it to me, he'll do it to anybody.
I'm gonna tell.
Hey, man. And after that, he was like, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I was like, nigga, what?
Nigga threw you on the ground and then got already on his bike.
And just started, like, nigga meant to do it. Premeditated. So I was like, man, after that, boy, I was like, man, something inside of me woke up, bro. Like, that was the time I started to realize.
That's the day you decided to become the president of the Neighborhood Watch?
Yes, I did. Yeah, I was saying.
1-800 Crime Stoppers.
Seriously, if you are out there committing a crime, just know I'm watching you and I'm gonna tell. Hey, that was my story of how I bit the cheese.
Nah, man, that was a crazy fucking story, man.
Nigga turned to Charleston White.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to Charleston White.
Shout out to Charleston White.
True pillar in the community.
Wait. Not what he been doing recently. But shout out to Charleston White, though, for real.
I love Chinese food.
Yo, man. Hey. Hey, if you like this episode and you want to hear more of shit like this, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And also, while you are commenting, I want you to tell us one of the parts where you were going to tell as well. Please tell us your snitching stories. I kind of want to see them. And shout out to our special guest,
King Infinity. I didn't say my name in the beginning because he stole my name.
Oh, damn.
But look, man, if you want to see more episodes, make sure you click right here. Follow everyone's social medias in the description. And, Joe, what did you learn from this story?
What I learned from this story was never trust black people.
That's crazy.
Oh, and the police are your friends.
We not in Black History Month.
If you're white.
Thank God Rob was there.
Moral of the story, have your white friends call the police.
But we was on the same page. At least we was in my brain. You swear I love to play games, but I don't. You know you like to say things like I can never maintain you. Could've been my